I'm your host with the most Local 23. You're joining me for Elementalists Chapter 9, Dark Secrets. The morning after the rave, the memory of Astor's warning is still fresh in your mind. You rush across the campus towards the greenhouse. You rock the rock you took from the shadow monster, a heavy weight in your pocket. Astor told me I need to take this rock to Cantos. Reach the greenhouse door and find it locked. You pound on the window trying to get Professor Cantos' attention. Professor Cantos, it's important. There's some shuffling inside and the door swings open to reveal Professor Cantos.
Ezekiel, I wasn't expecting to see you this morning. Something the matter? I've never seen you so riled up.
Yeah, sorry to bug you, but I really need your help with something.
Of course, Ezekiel. Come inside and we'll see what we can do.
You walk into the greenhouse, you reach into your pocket for the rock, but it's freezing cold. You jerk back your hand, startled.
Ah! My goodness, what in the world is the matter, Ezekiel?
I mean, someone told me I had to bring this to you. Took the rock out of your pocket and set it down on the desk. He leans in close to examine it.
Curious.
And his mouth drops open. He leaps back, knocking papers off his desk. He fumbles for his pan flute and plays a single shrill note.
Shatter!
A bolt of electricity shoots down from the ceiling. It strikes the rock and bounces off it, leaving it unharmed. Crackling sparks scatter across the room. What did you do that for? He turns back to you, eyes wide with fear, and hackles raised.
Where did you get this from? Is this supposed to be some kind of threat?
A threat? Of course not. I just wanted to know what it was.
I won't fall for that trickery.
I swear, I was attacked by some kind of shadow creature, and then it died. It left this rock behind. That's why I came to you.
A shadow creature? What are you talking about?
He lowers his pan flute, but remains pressed up against the greenhouse wall, trembling. Why is he so scared of a rock when we easily dispatched it? I don't understand. Please, Professor, I'm just here looking for answers. Narrows his eyes at you through his shoulders, relax a bit.
What you've brought me is an object of incredible evil, and there's no reason you should have it. Why exactly should I trust you?
Because you know me, I'm the same Ezekiel who's in your classes every week. I promise that I only came here to learn more about this rock. Slowly approaches you again, but his gaze darts around the room and one of his hooves thumps nervously against the ground.
I'm sorry, Ezekiel, but you just caught me off guard.
Were you taking a nap, Professor? Is it okay? It's okay, it happens to me too.
I've never seen one of these in flesh before, only in textbook. It just startled me, that's all.
Clears his throat and fiddles with his pan flute, trying to appear calm.
Now, what is this about a shadow creature attacking you? Nothing should be able to get through the walls. Have you reported it to the administration? More importantly, are you alright?
Professor, I'm fine. I just wanted to know what this rock is.
Oh my god. It is not important. A trifle, really. An essence is nothing a student like you needs to worry about.
So it's called an essence? Do you know what it's used for?
Ezekiel, this is not a matter for discussion.
But there's gotta be some way I can convince him to tell me more. But I'll have to be smart with my responses.
Trust me, learning more could be dangerous.
But there are evil, shadowy things, monsters after me. Professor Cantos, isn't it your duty to protect me? By keeping me in the dark, you're just putting me more at risk.
Ezekiel, not knowing more will protect you.
Oh, but that's...
No buts, Ezekiel. I've already said too much.
God damn it, we failed. You've barely told me anything.
And That is the way it should be. If you understand your situation, you'd be afraid, not looking for answers.
You're right, I don't understand at all. I'm in over my head. This is also confusing, scary. What if the next time one of this creatures shows up, I can't fend it off? Frowns and lets out a sigh, glancing at you.
Ah, persuasion. Ezekiel, I can't imagine what you're going through. Must have been a terrifying fright. But that's precisely why you need to leave it to me. I will ensure the situation is handled.
I don't get why you can't just tell me about the essence. What's the harm in knowing about it? Cantos presses his lips together and then opens his mouth for a second. Before closing it again in hesitation, he shakes his head.
It's far safer to just leave it be. Let the professors worry about it.
Professor, you're making a mistake. I've talked to other people, and they've tried to get these attacks to stop, but nothing they do has helped. He looks around nervously and chews his lip and clears his throat.
Whether you believe me or not, Ezekiel, I'm doing this for your own good.
Professor, are you sure there's nothing else you can tell me about the essence? Looks at the ground, pursing his lips as if debating with himself. Then he sighs. Convince the professor to tell you more about the essence.
All right, Ezekiel, you've convinced me.
No shit, really.
It's not normally a subject I discuss, but considering the circumstances, I'll tell you a bit about it. An essence is what gives us life. It's like a soul.
Okay, so this is supposed to be used to be someone, or someone's soul, or...
At one time, yes. Normally when a creature dies, its essence would disappear, but this one has been corrupted by an outside force.
What could do that?
Only dark magic.
So, how does this connect to the shadowy monsters that have attacked me?
I don't know, Ezekiel. In all my studies, I've never heard of creatures like the ones you've described.
I wonder what it used to be used for then. Since getting them sounds pretty hard, maybe someone made it.
Not possible. An essence cannot be created, Ezekiel. No magic is that powerful. Now, I think it's best if you get going. I'll be holding on to the essence, so if I can do some more research on it.
But that's mine.
I cannot allow you to walk around with such a dangerous object. The less you have to do with it, the safer you'll be.
He takes the essence and places it in a drawer, his hands shaking, then he ushers you across the greenhouse.
I don't know what you've gotten yourself into, Ezekiel, but must stay out of it. This is a matter of professors. Us professors to handle. You're meddling with evil beyond your powers for blood magic to be used in such a way.
Aha! Blood magic! Remember the book Beckett summoned from the secret room in the library? The blood magic is used to make these monsters. Aha! I have you now, goat man!
Forget I said anything on the matter. But mind these words, Ezekiel. For your own safety, do not investigate any further.
Yes, don't investigate something that might actually try and kill you repeatedly. Shh, don't do that. Without another word, he gives you a shove out the door and shuts it before you can get back inside. You wake up the next morning, thoughts still swirling on your meeting with Professor Cantos. Let out a sigh. Let's hope today is better than yesterday. Get out of bed, stretch your arms over your head, and then there's where a knock is on the door. Coming! Go into the common room and open the door, and your mouth falls open. Good morning, Ezekiel. I hope I didn't wake you. Why are you shirtless? Hey, Beckett. What are you doing at my door? With your shirt off? So early in the morning? I didn't know room service delivered. I was about to begin my morning yoga when I remembered that the first thief game of the season was today. With everything going on, I thought you might be a bit tense before the match, and I figured I could help you unwind. Beckett? Personal space. You notice that he has a yoga mat rolled up and under each arm. Hang on, you're asking me to do yoga with you?
I know that may seem odd, but I promise you I'm being sincere. I would enjoy your company. I always find yoga rather cindering, and I was hoping you'd practice some of my favorite poses with me. Is that what you call it, yoga?
Damn, I need to stop.
Take this chance to relax before the big game while spending some quality time with Beckett. You'll get to see a side of him that he rarely shows anyone. Yeah, him shirtless is already, rarely shown. I don't think it's ever been shown, actually. Correct me if I'm wrong. This sounds fun. Are you wearing any pants, too? Maybe another time. I appreciate the offer, but I'm not really the yoga type. I'll probably just hold back your practice and bug you. Nonsense. There's no such thing as a yoga type. I'm sure you do just fine. Yeah, well, then I'll keep your offer in mind for another day. Very well. Just let me know if you'd ever like to join me. With a nod, he heads off, and you close your door so you can start getting ready for the thief game. Later that day, you meet up with the rest of your friends and head towards the thief arena. When I meet with Cantos yesterday, he told me that the rock is called an essence. I think it was used with blood magic to make those monsters. He wouldn't tell me much more than that, though. Using blood magic and an essence to create life. Incredible. I didn't even know that was possible. I bet he's hiding something. Seems just like the kind of thing that the administration doesn't want students learning about. He's just trying to keep Ezekiel safe, Shreya. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe we should listen to him. Ezekiel, he's a professor. He can handle this way better than we can. I know Cantos means well, but these shadow creatures are dangerous. I can't just sit idly by when they are trying to kill me again. I need to investigate so I can defeat whoever's sending them, protect myself. If I act like everything's okay and I just try to focus on school, they could catch me off guard. At least while I'm investigating, I'm learning more about these shadows so I can defend myself against them. You're right. We need to do whatever we can to ensure you don't get hurt. I just wish I knew where the monsters were coming from. Then we'd have a lead. Actually, the essence could do just that. I know a potion that reveals where an object originated from, but it requires very specific ingredients. We'll need baby's breath, a meteorite fragment, a basilisk scale, and the essence, of course. Baby's breath, meteorite, and basilisk. Okay. So we swing by Penn Square after the game. You can't go to the store and purchase these ingredients. They're harder to come by. Perhaps we could find a baby and bottle their breath. What are you talking about, Beckett? Baby's breath is a flower. It's not an actual baby's breath. Your friends all stare at you in confusion. Or, I guess it is in the magical world. Jeez, I am never going to get used to this place. Beckett, would Cantos have those ingredients? Probably. In his private stock, at least. But that's not available to students. And after the warning he just gave me, I doubt he'd give them up if I asked. And he took the essence from me. No, it's not a problem. I was just going to sneak in and take the ingredients. We can get the essence back then. You've got to be joking. Steal? From a professor? Absolutely not. If that's the only way to get what we need, then I don't have any other choice. Then you're gonna have to miss the thief game. It's the only guarantee you have that Cantos will be out of his office since he's refereeing. Then you can count on counting me out. There's no way I'm gonna miss watching the first game of the season just to get some potion ingredients. Typical. Well then, looks like it's just you and me, Ezekiel. Are you seriously gonna skip the game when you're on the varsity team?
Zeph, this is life or death. I can't believe you care more about a game of Thief than someone trying to kill me. No, that's not what I meant. His face falls, and he looks away guiltily. You're right. You need to figure this out. I didn't mean to make this light of it. It just has me freaking out, too. Sorry. It's alright. I just wanted you to understand why I have to do this. Alright, Beckett, can you tell me a little bit more about the ingredients so I know what to look for? Well, baby's breath is self-explanatory. Meteorite fragment will be shiny silver rock. The basilisk scale should be labeled since it has toxic properties depending on how you use it. Okay, got it. Then, Shreya, I'll meet you outside the arena just after the game starts. Thank goodness I won't have to sit and watch the whole match. It's so hard to watch. You and your friends all stare at her. I meant, because the seats are very, very uncomfortable. Shreya smiles cheekily, and you roll your eyes at her. And then Zeph grabs her arm, tugging her towards the stands. Well, you can put up with the seats for a little while, because I don't want to miss the pre-game festivities. Zeph drags Shreya off. Beckett follows after. You and Griffin step into the stadium and start trekking across the field towards the tunnel. Griffin, I'm really sorry that I have to miss the game. It's just, I don't know when I'll get another chance like this. Don't worry about it. Getting those ingredients is important. Griffin puffs out his chest and forces a smile. Besides, I can handle the game. Heck, if I had to, I could probably just take on the whole other team by myself. Griffin, you don't have to pretend in front of me. I'm not pretending. Griffin eyes the other team across the field and deflates a little. It's just, I could use my favorite teammate, that's all. I promise I'll make it up to you. Just let me know what I can do. Actually, it's a bit of a long shot, but if you can get in and out fast enough, you could be back in time to play in the second half. You just have to make sure you check in with the coach before the whistle blows. That should be at 2:30. What if I'm not back in time? Then you won't be able to play. The coach has to submit a roster who's playing in the second half before it starts. I'll do my best to get back then. You know, unless I die, you know. As you enter the tunnel, you try to look sickly and put a hand on your stomach. You stumble over to the captain. Honestly, Winchester, you really need to get a matching uniform. Stick out like a sore thumb. Hey, Captain, I'm actually not feeling so good. I don't think I can play today. At least not right now. Well, that sucks. Well, we don't need you getting sicker, making the team sick, so just rest, I guess. If you somehow manage to feel better before the second half, let me know and we'll get you in the game. We could definitely use you out there. Team heads towards the field for the pre-game festivities, and you leave to meet up with Shreya. The two of you hurry to the greenhouse. Hey, we haven't heard this music in a while. You and Shreya hover in the nearby bushes, waiting to ensure the coast is clear. After a few minutes, Professor Cantos steps out of the door, whistling to himself, and heads towards the arena. Come on, let's go. You and Shreya sneak over to the door and duck inside the greenhouse. The room is empty when you enter. You and Shreya step further inside, looking around. Tim, can you give us a hand? As you speak his name, Tim appears from the ether. Quick, you and Shreya look for his private stock. I'll get the essence. If I were a professor, where would I hide my personal potion ingredients? Probably somewhere out of sight? You don't think he made it invisible, do you? Only one way to find out. You dig through Professor Cantos' drawers until you find the essence. You tuck it into your book bag. Shreya walks along the wall of the greenhouse, arms stretched out in front of her, searching for something. Tim pokes his nose in various plants, sticking through them. Did you find it? Hurry over to Tim and see a cabinet tucked against the wall. Mostly obscured by greenery, you try the handle and find it's locked. It's gotta be where he keeps his personal ingredients. Now we just have to bust this lock open. Stand aside and watch a master work. Tria steps in front of you. She clenches her fist before placing 2 fingers against the lock, which pops open. Magnifique. Well, I was ready to smash it apart, but that works too. You're lucky that Cantos is so trusting. If he were my parents, he'd have at least a dozen enchantments guarding this stock. You find what we need. I'm going to watch the door, just in case anyone decides to come by. Tria walks around the corner, leaving you in front of the cabinet. Alright, buddy. Becca told me he needs baby's breath, meteorite fragment, and a basilisk scale. You start rifling through the cabinets. I'm assuming a jar of smoke. Grab the vial off the shelf and tuck it into your bag. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. You pick through the crowded cabinet, you find 3 stones. Well, we know it's not a geode. I really want to go with a silver rock. Intuition's telling me silver. You take the silver stone off the shelf and put it in your bag. Multicolored feels like something you would find where, like, in the earth as question mark? Anyway, great. 1 ingredient left. On the bottom shelf you find a section labeled animal parts with 3 items displayed prominently. A clear white label below them. Basilisk scale, dragon scale. I like how it says literally clear white label, but could it be misleading? A tusk, dragon scales. Really, dragon scales are that small? Huh. Basilisk scale. Grab the scale from the shelf, place it in your bag with the other ingredients. Okay, that's everything. Let's get out of here. Shut the cabinet and hurry back over to Shreya. Well, did you get everything? Take a look. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow. You hold open your bag and Shreya looks through it before grinning. Nice work. With Tim's help, I'm not even sure you needed me here. Picked all the right ingredients. Well, maybe not, but that would have been less fun. As much as I appreciate the flattery, we should get going. As you talk, you hear whistling from outside. How is he back already? The game can't be over yet. We have to hide. Quick, Tim. Back to the ether. Tim disappears. You whirl around looking for some space to place out of sight when Shreya pauses. Shreya, what are you doing? He's coming. But look, this is about the essence. Shreya gestures at an open journal sitting on the Professor Cantos' desk. One of the pages has a sketch of the essence with some writing and diagrams surrounding it. Well, quickly, just read it then, or have a photographic memory and just look at the page and be gone. I know Cantos didn't tell me everything. There might be more in here by the essence and the creatures attacking me. Quick, it's a good time to start reading. Then let's take these pages and hide. We'll need all the info we can get. Take the pages from Professor Cantos' journal, learn more about the creatures. Yeah, it's a journal that's sitting open. He wouldn't suspect that at all, would he? Oh, God. You did not keep the pages from... Yes, you're right, I won't steal from him, in essence. If we take them, Cantos will notice they're missing. Just let me take a peek real quick. Hurry over the desk to skimming the page. It must be used to fuse 2 essences together first. However, the process of removal and corrosion or fusion corrupts the essences, so the creatures created no longer resemble their original form. only have time to read over those lines before the whistling grows louder.
Ezekiel, we're out of time.
Tria grabs a hold of your wrist and pulls you into a massive pile of vines, burying you both in them just as the Professor Cantos steps back into the greenhouse. He walks over his desk, picking up a whistle. When he glances around the room, his eyebrows knit together. Tree is pressed up against your chest, your breath mingling in space. She winks at you playfully.
Now is not the time. We're working with space here, Shreya. This will cause a growth.
Suddenly you feel something shift against your arm and realize the vines are moving. One curls around Shreya's ankle, tightening around it, while another opens pink flowers right under her nose. Shreya's eyes go wide, her mouth opening. I've got to keep Shreya quiet. I should cover her mouth, get the vine off her leg, kiss her. Aha! Make eye contact with Shreya as you lean in close, her eyes flutter shut as she shifts toward and presses her lips against you. It was one or the other.
Be quiet.
It did all. Then as she pulls away, she lets out a soft hum.
What was that?
Nothing. It was the flower. It was the flower.
Hello, Professor Cantos.
I am the blooming flower. Professor Cantos steps closer to the pile of vines you're buried in. You can Shreya hold perfectly still, not daring to breathe. Then he shakes his head and returns to his desk, picks up his journal, tucking it under his arm.
Damn it, now I won't be able to get another look at those pages.
Professor Cantos does one last sweep of the room and then leaves. You and Shreya both sigh with relief as you poke your heads out of the vines. That was way too close. You're telling me, let's get out of here before these vines decide we're food.
I mean, you are scrumdiddlyumptious.
You and Shreya untangle yourselves from the vines and hurry out of the greenhouse. That wasn't so bad, but we got all the ingredients just in time to play for the rest of the game. Griffin just said I need to be back before 2:30. Ezekiel, I hate to break it to you, but it's already 2:28, and we aren't getting all the way back to the arena in 2 minutes. Shreya gestures to a clock on top of one of the buildings, which is 2:30, or nearly 2:30. And I guess I won't be able to play. Shreya watches you for a moment and crosses her arms. Fine, I could give you my teleportation ring. It only has one charge left, but you'll go directly to the game. I've been holding on to it forever, but it feels like the right time to use it. Are you sure? Yes, but you're going to owe me big time. Girl, I just gave you a kiss, okay? You need to slow your roll, okay? Think about Griffin wanting to have you by his side during the game. Use Shreya teleportation ring to get back in the game in time to play in the second half. Oh, look, another diamond choice. Just stay here. Well, there will be other games. You and Shreya slowly make your way back towards the stadium, stopping outside of it. You want to go join everyone in the stands, Ezekiel? Not really. We had a moment. I'd like to continue said moment, but the game won't allow me. I'm sad. Actually, I think I'd rather stay out here since I couldn't play. Oh no. I guess I have no choice but to be a good friend and miss the rest of the game. How terrible. You roll your eyes at a tree and find a bench for the two of you to sit on. A while later, your friends stream out of the stadium with the crowd looking crestfallen. By the looks of your faces, I'm guessing we lost. We got crushed. The game certainly could have gone better, but try not to let it get you down. We'll beat them next time. Is there a reason we're just standing around? Or are we actually going to make that potion sometime today? Beckett's right. We've got work to do. You go to the roost, Beckett sets up a cauldron, and you lay the ingredients you stole from Cantos out on the floor. Beckett examines them, nodding to himself. Yes, this looks like everything I'll need. Glad we got your permission, Packard, and your blessing. Ezekiel had the whole situation handled. He went in there and picked out the right stuff without any help.
That's our Ezekiel, kicking ass and taking names.
I don't know about that, but I can definitely manage getting a few potion ingredients. I still can't believe you actually managed to get this out of Professor's private stock without getting caught. He was sufficiently distracted. If he hadn't been so focused on the game, I don't think I could have snuck inside.
Of course he was focused. That game was so horrifying. Couldn't look away. But it took all of Cantos' effort to be a fair referee.
Yeah, imagine playing in it. It was even worse. Sorry, Griffin. I promise I'll be there with to help with the next game. Well, the potion is going to take a few hours to brew, so we'll just have to be able to go get our answers later tonight.
I don't think of anything more boring than watching someone make a potion, and I'm starving, so I'm gonna get some dinner.
Count me in. I need to refuel after that game. I've heard they're serving fairy dust cream brulee for dessert tonight, and I'm not missing that. Good. Then I'll just have some peace and quiet to work in. As you head towards the trap door of the roost with your friends, Beckett calls you back. Ezekiel, can I steal you for a moment? Why? Is something wrong? And why do you have to steal me? Seriously. Have we not stolen enough today, Beckett? Dude, stop it, do. No, it's just been a few years since my sister taught me this potion, and you didn't say that your sister is the one who taught it to you. Oh, well, she did. She used to help me with a lot of spell work and potions, since we aren't technically supposed to learn them until we reach university. Together, the two of us could basically do anything. Beckett sighs wistfully before looking back over to you. Anyway, I was thinking, it might be better to have more than one set of eyes on the potion, since it's been so long, if you'd like to help me. Help Beckett make the potion to learn more about his sister and his background. No, Jesus Christ, Pixelberry. This makes two options to get with Beckett and be like, yeah, Beckett, you want some private time with me? It's feeling a bit forced at this point. I'm actually really hungry, so I think I'm gonna go with everyone else to get dinner. Right, it's fine, go on then. Don't worry, I'll be sure to bring you back something to eat, you little baby. Beckett waves you off, and you follow after the rest of your friends. Yeah, oh my god, so many diamond options. Later that night, you and your friends are standing around the cauldron, the potion bubbling in front of you. I burned the potion because you didn't stay and make out with me, Ezekiel. What a cool color. It's fucking teal, man. What do you want? A large bubble floats up with some from the potion's surface, and a bright light flashes when it pops. Now, you simply have to put the essence in the potion and let it do the rest. But wait, there's more. If you pay 30 diamonds now, I'll tell you what else we could do with the potion. You dig the essence out of your pocket and hold it out over the cauldron. Oh, this may not turn bad at all. I'm waiting for the screeing of people to die. Well, here goes nothing. You let go of the essence, and it drops into the mixture with a soft plop. Beckett uses a ladle to fish out the essence, which is now glowing a bright red. Just as intended. Now remember, this will show you where the monster came from, so you need to absorb as much information as you can about the place. He shifts the ladle towards you, offering you the essence. What am I supposed to do, eat the fucking thing? I guess I'll touch it. That's what she said. God damn it. You reach out to touch the essence. The moment your fingers connect with it, your vision goes white. You see the Hall of Mirrors, eerily silent, and then there's another flash of white. and you're back in the roost. I know where we have to go. You and your friends rush down to the Hall of Mirrors, but when you step inside, the room seems empty. This isn't suspicious or anything. The sighs dart around the room as Griffin steps forward and searches the space. Looks like the coast is clear. We're the only ones here. Do you think the potion didn't work? Don't be absurd. Of course it worked. I guess that source of the monster is one of these mirrors. But that shouldn't be possible. The mirrors have protective wards on them. Nothing should be able to get through. As your friends discuss, you approach one of the mirrors in the center of the room. You examine your reflection and notice that it seems off. Hi, otherworldly me. You reach out to touch the mirror. Oh, okay, that wasn't what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to turn into gel, and then it goes in your mouth, and then it makes a dial tone, and then... As the mirror shatters, you feel yourself being pulled by an invisible force. You tumble forward, straight through the mirror. When your vision clears, you find yourself in a dark space, glowing with a strange red light. Where am I? Oh, cool, we're in here with one of these. Oh, cool. It's ass-kicking time, and I'm all wearing steel-toe boots. Let's do this. Alright, so... without further ado... I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below. Links to social media, Discord, if you'd like to support me and my content. Please do so. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you. There are links also to our Twitch where you can watch Choices live. It's fun. It's awesome. And it's free. Your support is greatly appreciated. And without further ado, next up we got Pendarghast Country. Yeah, aren't you looking forward to it? Wonder what'll happen this week. Guess we'll find out together. Yeehaw! And I'll catch you all then. Peace.